It is Chainlink price prediction time. I absolutely love doing these price predictions, but the first thing to lay out first and foremost is that this price prediction, like every other price prediction out there on YouTube or whatever social media platform it's on, will have so many assumptions baked into it. I'll try and explain as many of those assumptions as possible as I'm going through that, but price predictions are important. They mean having price predictions means that you can evaluate your portfolio, take a portfolio, look at it. You know your end game. Everyone has an end game, and you can evaluate your portfolio, look at the different cryptocurrencies, and think, what is a logical and sensible price prediction for each of these cryptocurrencies? If all of my assumptions come true, does that then get me to my end game? That is why price predictions are so important, because you may find that some cryptocurrencies fit within that better than others. Today, of course, is the day of Chainlink. And Chainlink as a project has changed so much since it peaked back in 2021. We have new data stream offerings, new computational offerings, and we have the CCIP, this cross-chain interoperability protocol that now exists in the project. I'm not going to dive deep into what Chainlink now offers, but everyone should be aware of what it offers. So if you do want to deep dive into Chainlink, then check out the video that is linked somewhere above. I will try and make sure that my altcoin deep dive for Chainlink is linked above so that you can check that out. But for now, let's get stuck into Chainlink's price prediction. So here we are on the CoinMarketCap website with Chainlink selected, and we can see Chainlink's price activity over the last 5-6 years. And we can see that it peaked back in 2021 in May at a price of approximately $52. If we then swap to the market cap chart, we can see that that same peak in 2021 equated to a market cap of just shy of $22 billion. We can see that most recently price has started to climb out of this range bound price action that we can see that occurred between June of 2022 and September of 2023, where price hovered around the $7 mark. Price is now up at $19. So with the bullish momentum we've seen flowing into the crypto market, Chainlink has been buoyed by that, and we're now seeing Chainlink much, much higher. But the big question is, can Chainlink reach back to its all-time highs now that we have had a new influx of Chainlink tokens? The market has completely changed. We've got new products offering by Chainlink. Can Chainlink get back to those all-time highs and even surpass those all-time highs? That's the big question here. Other key factors to point out on this website are that Chainlink's market cap currently sits at $11.3 billion. We have 587 million Link coins in circulation. So approximately 59% of all Link coins are now in circulation. And of that, we have a maximum supply of 1 billion Link. So one of the first things that we need to assume when it comes to price predictions is, where could the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies climb to in the future? Then you can work back from there and try and determine a price prediction for Chainlink. Now, when it comes to the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies, I actually like to try and think of it as a range, because we have no idea. This is another assumption. It's the first assumption that we need to make. So it would be good to have a range, a low ball idea of where you think the total market cap of all cryptos will get to, and then a high ball of where you think the total market cap of all cryptos will get to. Thankfully, there are a couple of different methods that you can use to try and get to that number. The first is using Bitcoin. So I'm on the Bitcoin price chart here, and you can see these numbers written down. Why is Bitcoin really important? Because we have so much price data for Bitcoin, and it extends back through previous cycles. From 2013 to 2017, we saw a peak-to-peak improvement of 15x. So we saw a 15x increase in price. Then from 2017 to 2021, it was a 3x. So we can see that each cycle has been progressively getting smaller and smaller, and we should expect, therefore, the next one to do something similar. Now, these have all been reducing by a factor of 4 and 5 so far from previous cycles. So if we were to assume the same would happen again, we would see a 0.6x increase in the value of Bitcoin. So if we now apply a 0.6x increase on Bitcoin's market cap, we're on the market cap chart right here, we can see that that takes us to an all-time high market cap value for Bitcoin of just above $2 trillion, 2.09 to be precise. Then the next assumption that we want to make is regarding Bitcoin's dominance. So we can see that back in November of 2021, Bitcoin's dominance when it peaked was approximately around 40%. It was at that 40% mark. So at the peak of the next crypto bull market, it would be a fair assumption to say that it's going to be there or thereabouts again. So now that we have an estimate for the market cap of Bitcoin and also Bitcoin's dominance, we can now back calculate and try and determine what the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies would be based on those two figures. So we can use the market cap of Bitcoin, which we said was going to be just over 2 trillion, so 2.09 trillion. Is that enough zeros? That's it. 2.09 trillion, and then we divide that by the dominance, which we know is 0.4, which then gives us the new total market cap, or an estimate for the total market cap at the peak of the next bull market, based on the assumptions that we're using from the Bitcoin price and the Bitcoin's market cap, and that is $5.2 trillion. And this for me is going to be my low ball estimate. Now, my high ball estimate for the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies is going to be coming from the total market cap chart. And on this total market cap chart, we can see the peak that we saw in 2021. We can see the peak back here in 2018. And this high ball estimate is going to be taken from using Fibonacci extension levels. Now, the Fibonacci extension levels are a set of technical indicators that help to tell you where the price might react from heading into the future, and they are based upon the Fibonacci math. Prices do tend to react from them. We can actually see Fibonacci extension in action in the 2021 crypto bull market. So we've drawn on the Fibonacci extension. We've used the lows from back in 2015 to the highs in 2017, and then back down to the lows that we saw in 2018, and use that to predict out into the future where those Fibonacci extension levels might reach to. And we can see that the price in November of 2021 landed between the 3.618 and 4.236 Fibonacci extension levels. So if we use the same principles using the 2021 bull market, we've drawn on the Fibonacci extension tool exactly the same, using the low to the high to the low, and then extend that upwards. We can see that the 3.618 and 4.236 sit between $11.1 trillion and $13 trillion. So this I'm using as the upper estimate for the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies. So we now have two estimates for the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies. We effectively have a range. We have an estimate of approximately $5.2 trillion and an estimate of between $11 and $13 trillion. And I'm going to split the difference there and call it 12 trillion. Now, the final thing that we need in order to get a price prediction for Chainlink is to capture Chainlink, an estimate for Chainlink's market dominance, and then throw that into the total market cap figures that we've just calculated. So we are now on Chainlink's dominance chart, and we can see that the dominance for Chainlink was way down at 0.05%. It then spiked up to 1.81% in August of 2020, and then it's slowly come down. We've actually just recently started to see it spike back up. But again, thinking logically, it is good to assume that we just see an average from this chart. Where do we think the market dominance for Chainlink could return to? And I think a fair estimate for where the average is on this chart is approximately somewhere around this level, which equates to approximately 0.55% in terms of market dominance. And so finally, we come to the point where we need to estimate Chainlink's price. We have these two total market cap ideas. We have this range. We know the dominance of Chainlink, we think, will hit again 0.55% in the future. That's a good estimate. So now we can plug in the numbers and try and work out Chainlink's price based on those two things, and also its circulating supply at this moment in time. So we've got the low ball market cap in here right now, 5.2 trillion. We'll multiply that by 0.55. which gives us a market cap in the future of $28.7 billion. Then if we divide that by the number of circulating Link coins, which is approximately 587 million, that gives us a price per Chainlink of $48.95, which is actually below its previous all-time high value. But that was the lowball estimate. If we now take the highball estimate, where we have a total market cap of 12 trillion, and we multiply that by 0.0055, so 0.55% market dominance, that gives us a market cap for Chainlink of 66 billion. If we then divide that by the circulating supply of Link coins, which is approximately 587 million, that gives us a Chainlink price of $112 per Chainlink coin, which is well above the all-time high price that we saw in 2021. So what can we take away from all of that? Well, I'm expecting Chainlink's price to fall somewhere between $48 and $112 in the future when we reach the peak of the next crypto bull market. So that gives us a brilliant range to work from. All we need to remember is that these are based on a set of assumptions. We're assuming the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies, which we've provided a range for. We're also assuming Chainlink's dominance, which could change as well. And we're also assuming that, or we're using Chainlink's current circulating supply of coins, which is of course going to change in the future, but hopefully not by too much. But that gives us a range, a price range for Chainlink. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you want more price predictions like this, let me know in the comments. If you disagree and think Chainlink price is going to go way higher or isn't going to get anywhere near these price levels, let me know that in the comments as well. And of course, if you enjoy the content, I would love to have you as a subscriber on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.